Shadows of Betrayal. Once upon a time in the small town of Crestwood, an intricate web of crime unfolded, engulfing the lives of its unsuspecting residents. Secrets were woven within the very fabric of the community, and betrayal lurked in every corner. At the heart of this web was Detective Olivia Bennet, a determined and tenacious investigator with a compassionate heart. She had dedicated her life to serving the people of Crestwood, striving to maintain order amidst the chaos that seemed to plague the town. Little did she know that the darkest crimes often hid behind the friendliest faces. One fateful morning, Olivia received a call reporting the mysterious disappearance of a young woman named Emma Turner. The case struck a chord deep within Olivia, as she had known Emma since childhood. Determined to bring justice to her old friend, Olivia began her investigation. As Olivia delved deeper into the case, she discovered a dangerous alliance between two influential families. The first family, the Montgomerys, appeared to be upstanding citizens, contributing extensively to the community. However, whispers of their involvement in illegal activities hinted at a sinister truth. The second family, the Harrisons, wielded their power ruthlessly, instilling fear in anyone who dared to cross them. Olivia's search for Emma led her to the heart of the town's renowned art gallery, where the Montgomerys hosted lavish events, seemingly oblivious to their dark secrets. Digging further, she uncovered a hidden underground network of organized crime, masterminded by the patriarch of the Harrison family, Edward Harrison. The closer Olivia came to the truth, the more dangerous her pursuit became. Shadows lurked around every corner, threatening to consume her. But her determination would not waver. For the sake of justice and her friendship with Emma. Unknown to Olivia, Emma had stumbled upon evidence of the secret alliance between the Montgomerys and the Harrisons, inadvertently putting her life at risk. Emma's disappearance had been a desperate attempt by the families to silence her forever. As Olivia courageously pursued the truth, she found herself entangled in a web of deception, corruption, and treachery. With each step, the stakes rose higher. Relying on her instincts and the support of a few loyal allies, Olivia unraveled the intricate connections that bound these families together. In a climactic confrontation, Olivia uncovered the truth behind Emma's disappearance and exposed the insidious crimes that had plagued Crestwood for years. The Montgomerys and the Harrisons were brought to justice, their empires crumbling under the weight of evidence. Through her relentless pursuit, Olivia not only saved her friend but also restored faith in the town she loved. In the aftermath of the investigation, Crestwood experienced a wave of change. The webs of corruption were torn asunder, leaving room for hope and renewal to take root. Detective Olivia Bennet had shone a light on the darkest corners of Crestwood, reminding its residents that even in the face of crime and betrayal, justice could prevail. And so, the town began to heal. Forever grateful for the unwavering determination of one woman who dared to challenge the shadows of betrayal. A twist of shadows. In the small town of Havenwood, where the autumn leaves whispered secrets and the mist hung low, a long-standing mystery had cast its shadow over the community for decades. It was a crime that had haunted the townsfolk, a dark secret that refused to be forgotten. The story began years ago, when renowned novelist Victor Hartwell vanished under mysterious circumstances. His disappearance left both his avid readers and the local authorities baffled. Despite extensive investigations, no trace of him was ever found, and the case eventually grew cold. Fast forward to the present day, and the town of Havenwood was gripped by a new wave of suspense. It all started with an unusual discovery in what remained of the old Hartwell mansion, a hidden room, locked away from prying eyes and untouched by time. Inside sat a wooden desk, a typewriter loaded with fresh paper, and a stack of handwritten pages, which seemed to be the final chapters of an unpublished novel. Detective Mia Simmons, a seasoned investigator with a penchant for unsolved cases, was assigned to the peculiar find. With each page she read, the realization sank in: the missing author himself had penned these words. The manuscript bore eerie similarities to the events leading up to Victor Hartwell's disappearance. As Detective Simmons dug deeper into the manuscript, she couldn't help but reach out to those closest to the author during his last known days. She met with Alicia, Victor's former editor, and Oliver, his childhood best friend. Their memories intertwined, painting a picture of Victor as a troubled soul haunted by an unrelenting darkness. Together, they retraced the steps outlined in the manuscript, visiting the secluded cabin in the woods, venturing down forgotten paths, and unearthing long-forgotten clues. Piecing together fragments of Victor's life, they realized that his mind had been consumed by the threads of his own story, blurring the line between fiction and reality. With each revelation, their collective understanding of Victor's disappearance grew. They discovered that he had been living a double life, using characters from his novels as vessels to carry out his darkest desires. As the truth unfolded, Detective Simmons couldn't help but admire the intricate web Victor had spun. However, it wasn't until they reached the final chapter of the manuscript that the chilling climax was revealed. Victor had orchestrated his own disappearance as a grand finale to his life's work, an elaborate performance to ensure his legacy would forever be shrouded in mystery and fascination. Victor Hartwell had become the twist in his own tale, vanishing into the shadows of his own making. And while the truth may have brought closure to many, it left Detective Simmons and all those involved questioning the fine line between genius and madness. As autumn gave way to winter, Havenwood became a town forever changed. The whispers of Victor Hartwell's story continued to echo through the streets, a reminder that sometimes the greatest crimes can be committed not against others, but against oneself.